Alex, once your thing's back up.
Restarted the
I've
recording.
started my recording. Radical. Okay. Well,
Sorry.
first
I'm
off,
gonna say I'm saying Ankylosaurus.
the thing that's covered in blunt objects. You're saying that. Okay.
Just based off the AI gens.
You know, Ankylosaurus are herbivores without claws and sharp teeth, right?
Like
You also said you are flagrantly misunderstanding dinosaurs.
Yes, but Oda at least got the design dinosaurs looks correct. I don't think you would have made
What?
Ankylosaurus into a goddamn hunter.
Oh, is it Velociraptor?
Yes, he is got the dragon fruit model Velociraptor.
Fair and valid. So I don't think those could,
Turn invisible? Absolutely not. But they were stealthy in Jurassic Park, therefore they can turn invisible.
Oh, fuck
That's
off.
what I can
Oh, come on! You saw the bullshit king and queen were pulling off. I think that's at least a little more acceptable.
Honestly, I'm more pissed about the fact that he doesn't have any feathers.
Oh.
No, it's a reptile one, obviously. Dinosaurs are reptiles. What do you want about? They don't have feathers. I say as an actual, like, someone who was initially studying to be a paleontologist.
I feel like that must have pained you, at least somewhat.
Oh, extensively, but it's a funny joke. Anyway, yeah, so, we're gonna go to Club, sitting, back in his cave. That bitch. Injuring me this badly. Who will look upon me? Who's gonna look at me well now? With a cut like this upon my face.
Oh, damn.
Hey, you gave him a scar.
Oh, this Yoshitsune. I will have my revenge. I'm gonna make sure I can rip away everything you care about. Even if it kills me.
But Bruce is stealing Saizo's thing.
Oh, just wait. Oh, just wait until the drought comes for you.
Motherfucker.
And that's where a little bit with the club goes off. He won't be a problem in the future.
He's definitely not our main villain.
Nah, he's fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
that nightmarish crit that he just dealt, that's fine. That's not something that can kill most of us from full health.
My only question is he still around in the modern day? And if he is, are we going to fight him in the modern day?
Questions for later.
Yep.
I'm sure those will get answered.
This
Yeah,
is
so
fine.
If you guys want to do a final bit with your characters hearing about that, you can. Otherwise, do you want me to run the cutaway?
Probably just run the cutaway because.
Yeah, I'd prefer for you to just run the cutaway.
Yeah.
All good. Just want to check what you guys wanted. That's the wrong tab. That's the character sheet. Okay. Time to start the reverie setup.
Ooh.
Us to build a grid, honestly, because we're probably going to stay next session. So, I guess this will be my first time able to attend then. King Oxbow sits down and looks off the ship.
Where's he from again?
Now then, time for me to run the bit. King Oxbow Ailsmith, the current king of Oasis.
Ah.
Oh,
He's from
nice.
a while ago. To remind all of you, because I think some of you cough the guy with issues with memory and the airhead, might have forgotten.
In
No,
fairness,
actually, I did
also
recognize
forgot.
the name Oxbow. I just
I
wasn't sure where
recognise the
from.
name- I recognize the name Alesmith, but I did actually forget who Oxbow was. So actually,
That's
says
you
something.
remember it from Evander Alesmith,
Probably, yeah.
because those two are actually cousins. He was the king of Oasis, the first king that we ended up saving, and someone who and one of Khan's friends ended up helping her out back after he, John thought probably not the best idea to keep the kid who just used Conqueror as Haki on the same islands. Pretty sure the Navy might start asking questions, especially considering she has a D in her name. Because John has something that's very rare in One Piece: common sense.
I didn't
why
even
he
realize
is-
that existed in the world of One Piece. Wow.
It does. The people it
Wait, what?
exists with almost exclusively live on Shanks' crew.
Wait, what
Ah.
has it?
Common sense.
Ah,
He has common sense and foresight. I think that the majority of the One Piece world
Even
lacks,
the-
except in Shanks' crew, where about 7 of
Even
them
the-
have it.
even the fucking Katakuri doesn't have foresight of that kind.
He can see a couple seconds in the future, but he sure as shit can't figure out what might happen from his actions. During that, he ended up trying to help out Khan during the fight against his, at that point, unknown to him cousin, and he wields a sword that can be ignited.
Oh
The
yeah,
reasons
Fire
for
Sword
this are
guy.
unknown- The reasons for this are unknown to everybody, including him. But it is a family heirloom that he has been training with for a long time. Anyway, now that his little brief, now that I've done running the clips to pad for time.
It's okay.
I'm done
Our
running-
ADHD brains couldn't remember this guy from probably over a year ago. Sorry.
Almost more than that. If I don't blame you, it was fairly minor. But yeah, just gotta run those previously animated clips. Save the
Previously
animators about the
on
same
One
minute.
Piece.
To be fair, this happened over a year ago in our time, so I've been running these pretty constantly. Anyway, as he's sitting out there reminiscing, suddenly a pirate ship runs up to them and shoots hooks into the side. As they start getting boarded, a pompous man with a large hammer walks onto the ship. With a badly painted coat, so that look black. It is time for me to get a better resurgence. Take them all hostage for the almighty Cashew crew!
Oh my god, Cashew.
Yoshi's back! Oh my god!
Guess who's back?
I needed
Back
this!
again.
We're done.
I didn't know I
Cashew's
needed
Cashu's
this, but
back.
I needed this!
Yeah,
No, what's wrong?
Wait,
Oh my gosh, Cashew!
aren't you the former Captain Cashew? Former? I am only former because of that stupid Khan woman! Unacceptable!
Sorry.
Had it not been for her, I would have already been to the Grand Line! I would have already reached my promotions! How do those two things correlate? How do those two things correlate? Like, wouldn't it be disobeying your duty mean you get demoted? Silence! Men, take the king and his people hostage! With that, I can use him to take over the Oasis Kingdom! Stop crying.
Sorry. Sorry.
Well, Alex is dying.
Has anyone ever told you your voice is horrifically annoying? Many times! Okay. As he draws out his sword, twisting the handle before it ignites in flames. Well, I'll have you know, I am done relying on other people's help to deal with the problems of my kingdom. As he looks into the sword, he starts remembering back to the days of the Civil War. Back when he was but a mere child. To the day that the rebels broke into the capital and started breaking into the palace. Fight the king! Fight the king! Oh, they get to me. I'm... He runs towards where he knows his father's sword is, hoping it might be able to protect him at least somewhat. As he gets there and grabs it, he turns around to see that he's being surrounded. Even though you're just a kid, you're still the king. We need to stop you here and now. Now. Wanna? And as he closed his eyes, thinking he was about to die, he heard the window above him smash. For somebody burst into the room. A woman with red hair and large scaly wings, wielding two swords. What kind of monster targets children? Who the hell are you? What are you, one of the king's guards? Nah. I'm just someone who lives nearby. I can't sit while innocent people die. Well, whatever. You're just one woman. What can you do? What can I do? She was stretching out the sword arm. As it goes black. Before a bizarre aura seems to shift into the sword. What I can do is beat every single one of you without even touching you. I'd like to see you! And as she says that, a sudden burst of energy comes out from her, knocking out all of the people in front of her. Kid, find a nice place to go and hide, okay? I'll deal with the rest of your problem. Especially the bastard who's been running this. But there's an army! There's thousands of them out there! Yeah. And I face down the Pirate King. The woman says for jumping out the window and racing out to go fight against the army on her own. And Oxbow couldn't do anything but watch in amazement as he saw the single woman fighting through an army of thousands without getting a single scratch. An image he had burned into his mind. That woman, I didn't find out till much later who she was. Eden D. Looky Fair. A former member of the Roger Pirates. And a member of a legendary clan. More than that, I learned she died not but a week afterwards. So, but that image of a single woman facing off against an army, of a single person facing off against an army without a shred of fear, I wanted to be like that more than anything else. Someone that my citizens could rely on. Even if all they could see was my back, I wanted it to be a back that I could carry the entire country upon.
Hi, Leonidas.
After some time, found out that she had a daughter, Lacan. Ended up helping her out as well, after she ended up having to run away. Well, the world's out was hunting her. But after all that time, I've been training. After I couldn't do barely do anything against Evander, I trained. And I've been training until I could finally get my style right. As he stops reminiscing, he puts down his sword with one side and faces Cashew. You know, it takes a lot to be a ruler. A lot more than simply the wearing of a crown or the blood of royalty in your veins. No, a true ruler has to back it up. He needs to earn his right to be a hero. To be a hero to his people. To be someone that everyone respects and looks up to. To be someone that the kingdom can have confidence in, no matter what. It's all about money and power, you fool! And you truly are not a king. Nor will you ever be. Ah, screw it, men, jump him! I'll just take the credit for myself! And as they charged at him, he swung his blade around him, almost in the style of a dance, before breathing in and out, and seemingly appearing behind all of them with a single slash. King's Flame Protector! As he landed next to Cashew, still holding his sword. He didn't do anything! It was just flashy! Cashew looks in shock before seeing his men collapse unconscious. Burns suddenly appearing upon them, even though he hadn't seen them but just a few seconds before. And as he put his flaming sword on his back, Oxblade looked him dead in the eyes. I'm not someone who's going to be captured so easily. To a nobody bit part like you. Smacking him in the head to knock him out.
Nice.
And that's the Oxbow flash cutaway, rather.
Nice.
Yeah, there was some lore there that I never got to utilize initially. I'll stop recording for my copy.
Okay.
Which was that the reason why Eden ended up getting killed is because the deal that was worked out. This isn't spoilers, by the way. I would have used it earlier, but I forgot to. I think I might have offhandedly mentioned it with Haruhebe, but it never, might not have come to you guys. So basically, the deal that was worked out with the world government was that so long as Eden didn't do anything that drew attention to her, they could just pretend she was dead, and then she wouldn't face any of the consequences of her piracy. Which she could pull off because, Celestial Dragon.
Mm.
However, she heard about the revolution, which was targeting to kill, at that point, a child around the same age as Khan, which she couldn't sit still for. Meaning and while that war was going heavily against the favor of, what's it called again? The actual, Oasis Kingdom, she turned it around in a single day, because she's a fucking Roger pirate. They can kind of do that.
Yeah. She fought Roger. What are these guys gonna do?
She fought Roger and lived and ended up joining him. What the fuck are these people gonna do? She was a Roger pirate. These are peasants with pitchforks.
Yeah.
And yeah, so she ended up fighting off the thing and defeating it. However, her name was caught. However, people started to recognize her because, she was her. Even if she didn't utilize her other devil fruit, she still utilized the thing that lets her fly. Which is kind of a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Meaning that ended up getting in the papers, and Aka, took that opportunity to fucking murder her. After making sure Haruhebe couldn't know about it.
Because he a bitch.
Because who's a cunt? You's a cunt.
Yeah. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty fun to add some more stuff. Get ready for next week, where I explained the blacksmith who was the former king of fucking Matamo. Wait till I give him backstory.
Huh?
This is just your catch up, isn't it?
A little bit. But it's a little bit, but it's also meaning I can start dropping some stuff for Reverie when it comes up in a little bit. Which I'm excited for. Actually, all you guys are probably too. So, by the way, I don't think you know this, Eli, but for Reverie, I've registered a lot of stuff is gonna happen lore-wise, and it's gonna take, I'm gonna probably have to run it as part of a session. The issue there is that I do not want to talk to myself for a fucking hour. So, a couple of you guys, I'm going to give either Royals or Revolutionary Army members to play so that I am not just talking to myself exclusively the entire time. If that makes sense.
Well, I've got Ira, obviously.
Yeah, so
I wrote
I've
her.
given
She's
Alex,
mine.
So
I'm
Alex
imagining
has
Miki.
Yeah, Alex has Ira and Jamie. You have Mickey and Ty.
Nice. I actually get to play Ty. That's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be fun. Robbie, since Robbie doesn't actually have proper royalty I can pick, I've given him Connor because
Yes, that'll be fun.
he's gonna be there. And I might also give him. No, I can't because that's gonna be going on around the same time as Yurak and Charles is there. So yeah.
Oh, right.
So yeah, that's what's going on there. So when the big law shit happens at Reverie, you guys are gonna be playing characters. So I am not just talking to myself. You may also have characters of yours or that you know about or would normally play show up, but you don't know about them. When that happens, I will give them to you
Fair.
because I want there to be some surprises for it. But yeah, that's the plan for Reverie in the future because it is a lot of important law stuff that I want to dump. And the best way to dump it is by having you guys play NPCs.
That's fine. They're fun NPCs, and some of them we wrote. We're not going to object to having these NPCs.
All of them you wrote.
I don't think anyone wrote the blacksmith from Matamo, did we?
Yeah, but no one's playing him except me.
Fair.
Like, I'm the one who's playing him, Mr. Yang Iron Soul.
That's a name.
That isn't. Oh, come on! It's not like it's the worst One Piece name that's out there.
Hey, still better than most of the Naruto ones.
That's true. It's better than Fish Cake, Flower Blossom, and Scarecrow.
It's better than Weasel Fan.
Or Mutt.
Let's not. Let's not forget. Let's not forget. There's a guy named Screw, and then there's another guy named Spiral Bolt.
Yeah, no, like, seriously, Madara, the giant, terrifying final antagonist, whose name apparently means fucking mutt. Or impure. Basically, he's a mutt. He is a ill-bred animal, is what they're saying.
Found out that Obito means respectable man.